Hello and assalamu alaikum. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. First of all, before we begin the video of today, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button so we can continue this journey together. So in my previous video, I mentioned a few things that I thought or I experienced them differently than the way they are in Pakistan and the way they are here in Algeria. So the first thing that I guess I talked about was the food. Obviously, every country, every region has different food. First of all, I had a really bad experience of having my lunch in the flight, which was a Turkish flight. So the food that was served there was obviously new to my tongue, and the flavors and everything was just so different, and my brain couldn't process like it. I literally, now when I think of it, it makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. I don't know if this is how the food there is, but that's what my experience was. It was so tasteless, so bland, and just I wouldn't want to eat it. Being a Pakistani, someone who's been eating spicy food all their lives, is just so difficult for someone to get their taste buds used to something that's so bland and doesn't have much flavors. So I didn't eat it. After now today, the purpose of today's video is to introduce you guys to what I have been eating. Well, not entirely what I've been eating, but the foods of Pakistan, the things that we have there. Talk about food, obviously there's lunch, there's dinner, there's breakfast. So if we try to go into the detail, the video is going to be super long, and so I'll try to keep it simple. I'm sure most of you guys are aware of the food through social media, or I don't know if you people watch Bollywood, because Indian and Pakistani cuisine has like a lot of similar things in it. So because they used to be one country at one time. So today I'm gonna introduce you to breakfast. So when we talk about breakfast, there is a huge variety. I've seen here in Algeria, people eat like sweets, cakes, biscuits with tea, milk. In Pakistan, we have tea. Like our bodies have tea more than water. If I talk about it, literally, there's no fixed time to have tea. We'll come to that subject some other time, but now. So let's head to the breakfast menus that we have. So the most important thing that is a part of the breakfast is a bread. This bread is called paratha, and there's plain paratha or a plain bread that we can have with the tea, omelette, or a fried egg. Then there is a variety of this bread. Some people fill it with radish. This radish is actually cooked. Okay, now, first of all, before I even go into the depth of these things, I want you guys to know that I know most of you would think this is so weird. Like, why would someone have radish inside the bread in the morning? Or why radish in the bread in the first place? Well, that's the point of making this video, so you guys get to know the variety. So this bread can be filled with grated radish, which we cook it a little bit with spices. You can put mashed potatoes inside it. So this is the second type. Then there is a leafy vegetable, just like spinach. It looks like spinach, but it has a different flavor, which comes especially in winters. So we use it in winters. So we cook it and we fill the bread with it. So if you are having a bread with the filling of with either potatoes, radish, or any kind of vegetables, you have it with tea, and that's about it. Some people even like to have it with yogurt. Now, when we talk about yogurt, there are people who literally have bread only with the sweet yogurt. So people just put sugar into the yogurt, mix it really well, and they eat it with the bread. Or it can be taken with a pickle. Pickle is another thing that we have. It's a homemade pickle of mangoes, green chilies, lemons, carrots, radish, onions. So there's again a huge variety of pickles as well. So you can have bread with the pickle and tea. You can have bread with the filling of potato, bread with the filling of vegetables. And then there are people, obviously now when I'm actually talking about this breakfast menu, to someone who takes cake with the milk in the morning, it would feel like you're having your lunch, like you're talking about lunch. And it even feel so heavy to talk about it, since I myself have been having a very light breakfast for a year now since I moved here. So it is like, and now I also understand that why people there don't live longer than 70 years. Like seriously, here I've seen people who are so old, like mashallah, they live longer lives here. But in Pakistan, if I compare the both countries, in Pakistan people don't live that long. They die at the age of 65, 60, or maximum 70. And even if someone is lucky enough to live longer than that, they just can't move around. Like here, mashallah, I've seen people, they are pretty healthy. And I guess it's about the atmosphere and the food, the kind of lifestyle they have. So anyways, these are the breakfasts. They are actually very heavy and fulfilling. You wouldn't feel so hungry so quickly if you have a breakfast like this. Then there are people who are super health conscious, and they like to have like bread slices with butter or some sorts of jams with the juices, any sort, or tea. So there is this variety like of people along with the breakfast as well. So it differs. But the huge population, like we call it like the local food or the traditional breakfast. If there is any other specific thing that you guys want to know, related to my country or my experience in here in Algeria, you are more than welcome to write it in the comments below, and I will surely do make a video about it. Before you leave this video, if you do like it, give it a thumbs up, and if you don't like it, obviously you can give a thumbs down, and just let me know in the comments what do you guys want to see. So until then, see ya.